It had been 5 years since Emily and I split. 5 years of rebuilding, of moving on, of pretending that the life we shared hadn't left scars I didn't know how to erase. At first, the breakup felt like the end of the world. She had cheated. I had discovered the texts, the late-night calls, the lies. The betrayal was so deep that I couldn't even look at her without seeing the person she had become, the one who chose someone else over me. For years, I focused on myself. I changed cities, changed jobs, even changed the way I thought about relationships. I swore I would never let anyone hurt me like that again. I learned to smile again, to trust cautiously, to feel joy without guilt. And then, 5 years later, I got a call. It was late afternoon. I was in my apartment, scrolling through emails, when my phone buzzed. The name on the screen made me pause. Emily. My chest tightened instantly. My first instinct was to ignore it. I'd moved on. I didn't need the past resurfacing, but curiosity, and maybe a part of me that never fully healed, made me answer. "Hello?" I said, trying to keep my voice neutral. "Hey," she said, and I noticed her voice was different, softer, vulnerable, hesitant. I know it's been years. I don't expect anything. I need to tell you something." I froze. My mind raced. Could it be an apology? A confession? Or something worse? "What is it?" I asked cautiously. I've made mistakes," she said, almost whispering. "Back then, I hurt you more than I realized, and I've spent years regretting it. But that's not why I'm calling. There's something you need to know about your son." My heart skipped a beat. "My son?" She hesitated. "I didn't tell you before because I didn't know how. But he's sick. The doctors, they said it's serious, and you're the only one who can help him with this treatment. I know you might hate me, and I don't blame you. But he needs you." I sat down heavily. My mind was spinning. I had rebuilt my life. I had learned to let go. And now, out of nowhere, she's telling me our child, our son, was sick and needed me. The anger I had buried for years flared, but so did something else. Responsibility, instinct, a part of me that couldn't ignore a child in need. "What kind of treatment?" I asked, trying to control my voice. "Experimental," she said, voice breaking. "It's risky, but it's the best chance. I tried to do it myself, but I can't do it without you. I need your help." For a moment, all I could hear was my heartbeat, the echo of years of pain, betrayal, and loss. I wanted to yell, to hang up, to tell her to leave me alone. But then I thought of him, our son, innocent, unaware, and completely dependent on me. "I'll do it," I said finally, my voice quiet but firm. "Tell me everything. I need details, and I need them now." Over the next hour, she explained everything, the diagnosis, the treatment, the timeline. And as I listened, I felt something shift inside me. The anger, the hurt, the betrayal, they were still there, simmering beneath the surface. But for now, they were secondary. There was a life that needed me, and I couldn't turn away. I booked a flight immediately. The old resentment clung to me, but with every mile closer to her, to him, I felt a strange mix of emotions, hope, fear, and an unexpected sense of purpose. When I arrived, I saw him for the first time in years. My son, healthy-looking but frail, with eyes that immediately recognized me. The moment he ran into my arms, all the pain, all the betrayal, melted into something I couldn't explain. It wasn't forgiveness, not yet, but it was connection, pure, undeniable, and urgent. The treatment was grueling. There were moments of doubt, moments when I thought it might fail. And all the while, Emily watched silently, guilt etched into her face, hands wringing, tears in her eyes. She had chosen poorly in the past, but now she was powerless, leaving me to do what I had always wanted to do, protect my child. By the end of the week, the treatment had worked. Our son stabilized. He smiled, held my hand, and for the first time in years, I felt the kind of relief and joy that no amount of anger could have replaced. As I left the hospital, Emily approached me. She looked older, humbled, and tired. Not just physically, but emotionally. I'm sorry, she said softly. For everything. I know that can't change the past. I nodded slowly. It doesn't erase the past, but it doesn't erase the fact that our son is alive. And that matters more than my anger, more than your mistakes. We didn't talk about reconciliation, about love, or about what went wrong. Not yet. The past wasn't forgotten, and some wounds take years to heal. But that one phone call, that one desperate plea in the middle of the night, changed everything. It reminded me of what truly mattered. 5 years of pain, betrayal, and heartbreak didn't vanish, but suddenly, there was purpose, connection, and a fragile sense of hope. Sometimes the most unexpected calls, at the most inconvenient times, remind you that life is bigger than anger, bigger than resentment. That love, even when broken, sometimes needs to be reclaimed in the smallest, most urgent moments. And that night, for the first time in years, I realized that while the past can hurt, the present can still save lives.